I am about to reveal to you the biggest secret in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Even before the game comes out, we have found something huge. And in fact, I found this yesterday on my live stream. If you don't follow me on Twitch, you should check it out, link down below. But what we found is absolutely huge, and it's an enormous secret that is going to be in the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign. And it sets up the main character in the game in a way that you would never expect. Now, if you have no idea what I am talking about, let me explain. And also, if you like these type of story videos for Call of Duty, you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed, have notifications on, and maybe share this video with your friends, because I can tell you right now, this is only the beginning of the story for Black Ops 6, because as we know, Treyarch likes their twists, turns, and as you're going to see with this one, it gets pretty wild. But let me set the stage for you. So the one campaign mission that we have seen so far in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 goes by the name Most Wanted, and essentially in this mission, we are breaking into one of Bill Clinton's political galas because underneath it is a CIA black site where Russell Adler is being held. Now, as we found out when we played this mission, we are playing as a character that goes by the name of Case.
You first, Adler. Come on, Case.
Now, when we first heard this, I assumed it was kind of like a code name, how we had Bell in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Case was going to be the kind of code name of this character within Black Ops 6. However, if you take a closer look at that infill scene at the very beginning of the mission, you can see the name of Case be redacted. However, if we take a second look and pause at a different moment, we can actually see the full name of Case is William Cauldron. Now, I tried to figure out what this name meant, who it was, even looked up Bill Cauldron, and couldn't figure it out. So I don't know if this is like a name that you can personally put in when creating your character, or if this is always the name of Case. I am not 100% sure, but we do know that he goes by the name of Case. Now, you may be wondering at this point why I'm talking about this character. Well, let's take a little bit of a closer look at what we know about Case. And really, there's only one thing. You see, Case is the character who we are playing as in the game, similar to how we played as Bell in Black Ops Cold War. But there's not much we can see about our character. We can't see a character model other than his hands. And as it just so happens, if we pause the video right here, you can very clearly see a tattoo that almost looks like a stamp on his wrist. Thanks to the people over on Reddit, someone enhanced this picture a lot, and as you can see here, what this tattoo is something by the name of the Eye of Providence. Thanks to Wikipedia, we know that the Eye of Providence, or the all-seeing eye, is a symbol depicting an eye often enclosed in a triangle and surrounded by rays of light or a halo intended to represent Providence. Now, this was used on the reverse of the Great Seal of the United States, which was depicted on the United States $1 bill. But if you're like me, the other thing that you also know this from is, well, the Illuminati logo. It is on there as well, and it's almost always a triangle with an eye that is surrounded by a circle with rays of light coming out of it. Keep that in mind. First things first, that is exactly what the tattoo on Case's left arm is. But what if I told you that this isn't the Illuminati, this isn't the United States Great Seal, this is something else altogether, and it's been in plain sight the entire time and shown to us several times in the original reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Let me show you.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more, despite a potential for instability and chaos. These events clearly serve our national interest.
Pause! Alright, so as you can see in the opening scenes, before we even get to any gameplay, we see this all-seeing eye, or this logo, once again, right in the middle of the trailer. I did not Photoshop this in. You can go watch the trailer for yourself. It is hidden there. You have to pause it, and it only very briefly goes on screen, but we do see it there. You see it several other times throughout this trailer as well, but there is one part of this trailer that I really want to point out. So most of this trailer is pretty down to earth with what is going on in the world in the year 1991 until we get to this one subset of scenes, and it happens incredibly quickly. There's a mannequin in it, there's what appears to be some sort of brainwashing, but I wanted to take an individual look at these frames one after another, and you will see what I mean as we go through this. So first up, we seemingly have Marshall looking on and a playing recording, some sort of VHS or something along those lines. Then we have a red light which very clearly says biotech in the background. Then we get our trippy scene. We're going to come back to this one, but we can see we are being grabbed by a mannequin. Obviously, our character is freaking out. This is the kind of thing you'd see in like Nuketown or one of the trippy MK Ultra missions, which is going to play into what we see next. We then see a biohazard symbol. Then we see something that very clearly looks like the chair that someone like Alex Mason would sit in while they're getting fed MK Ultra, which also just so happens to be a vial, which we see in the very next frame. You can kind of see how things are getting pieced together there. However, I want to go back to that mannequin. And believe it or not, it's not to actually look at the mannequin or anything that's going on. It's actually to look behind the mannequin, because as you can see there is very clearly a logo. Now, you may not recognize said logo, but it says "and applications" at the very end there. And as it turns out, I happen to know what this logo is, because when the beta came out, I went around every single map and looked for Easter eggs. And on one of the maps called Protocol, which takes place in a theoretical place called Avalon, which was rumored to be a new Warzone map, I found this logo with a bunch of pieces of paper. So it appears as though this logo within Black Ops 6 resembles Advanced Technologies and Applications Division, which, based off of everything that I am seeing on the map Protocol, is a subdivision within the CIA. The reason why I say that is because Protocol is kind of like this CIA safe site. You go down to the basement, you can see a bunch of things relating to the CIA, and then there are these certificates kind of everywhere with, once again, that all-seeing eye logo at the top of it. So we know that. But what we also know from the campaign gameplay trailer, we have the mannequin with the "and applications" and the logo for the Advanced Technologies and Applications behind the mannequin. Once again, we assume it is a CIA division. Now keep in mind the mannequin, because we know one more thing. Remember when we were revealed the new map for Warzone called Area 99, which was where the Nuketown facilities are built? Well, turns out that that facility is also made by Advanced Technologies and Applications Division within the CIA, hence the mannequins in this cutscene. So I did a little bit of research, and to be honest, I could not find anywhere in the real world where Advanced Technologies and Applications Division is a real thing. Not whatsoever, not part of the CIA or anything real that at least we know of. But what we do know is our main character within the Black Ops 6 campaign, known as Case, has a very similar tattoo on his left wrist. So once again, putting together the images that we saw in the trailer, we have biotechnology, we have a mannequin with the same logo of Advanced Technologies and Applications in the background. Then we have biohazard, then we have a chair which looks like someone's getting interrogated, as well as a vial which seems similar to MK Ultra that we saw in Black Ops Cold War. It paints together a picture that the Advanced Technologies and Applications is the division within the CIA that is working with MK Ultra, in other words, brain control. In other words, the tattoo on the left wrist of Case means one of two things. Either he is working inside Advanced Technology and Applications and is a part of that CIA division, or number two, this character is actually a test subject of Advanced Technologies and Applications Division. And if you want more evidence of this, if we go back to that Protocol map where we found those certificates with the same logos, one of the other things that you can find on that map is one of the very similar chairs to what Alex Mason was interrogated in at the beginning of Black Ops 1, which is super interesting because we see it with that logo all on the same map, painting the picture that once again, Advanced Technologies and Applications are all focused on MK Ultra. Now, if you want to see the rest of the logo, kind of like the bottom half of the Advanced Technologies and Application Division logo, it is here. And once again, this was found in the original gameplay trailer for Black Ops 6. So all of this ties together under one banner, the Advanced Technology and Applications Division of the United States of America. And this plays in an interesting way, because we already know that in the story of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, we are hunting down a mysterious group known as Pantheon. A group that was assumed one of their logos was the Illuminati logo. Now, we don't know this at this point, that was just assumed based off of the trailers. But we also know that there's this Advanced Technologies Division that is also using the Illuminati logo as well. We also know that there is at least one mole within the CIA that is being hunted, hence why our characters like Russell Adler, Frank Woods, and Troy Marshall have gone rogue, because they are also hunting that person down, but the CIA believes it to be our rogue operators. So I believe the Advanced Technology Division is somehow going to play into the Mind Control Division within the CIA, and Case is somehow front line and center of all of that. I know that last part was confusing, but hopefully I painted it in a way where it all could make sense, because this is what the story is going to be moving forward in Black Ops 6. And of course, because it's a Treyarch game, because it's a Black Ops game, the story always gets wild, and that's exactly what we do on the channel. So if you enjoyed the video, you like these type of videos where we go through the story of the game, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, because we're gonna have plenty more coming when Black Ops 6 comes out. But remember one thing, with the Black Ops story, with the Treyarch story, and specifically the Black Ops 6 story, as always, the truth lies.
We are